Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a quick and easy get ready with me using the new Giorgio Armani. This is the Neo Nude and it is their True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation. I had a request to try this. I also wanted to try it. So I was going to use this little combination today along with a quick and easy eye look, just kind of a glowy copper look today. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this look today, super easy, as well as learn a little bit more about this Neo Nude foundation that just launched from Giorgio Armani, then let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, we are going to be playing with the Giorgio Armani. This is the Neo Nude True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation. So had a request to try this. I was able to pick this up on sale. It looks like I got 5. So that is considered light with neutral undertones, and I believe that 5.5 was light medium, or maybe it was medium with neutral undertones. But let's look at the pretty color of the bottle, and this just kind of sounded right up my alley for the more as we are moving into the spring and summer months. So light coverage, but supposed to be moisturizing and hopefully give me a little bit of coverage. So let's first talk a little bit about the claims and then we'll put it on. Okay, you guys, so this says that it's going to be light coverage, natural kind of glowy finish, and that it has skin infused benefits in it. Now, when I'm looking on the Sephora site, it is not exactly telling me what the skin benefits are, except that it's got hyaluronic acid, which I do enjoy. So it's going to be giving me all day hydration. It is supposed to give you light buildable coverage, and it says it's for all skin types. Now, I am someone who has normal to dry skin, mostly dry, and let's go ahead and give this a little swatch first. And this is the color 5, and I think it's going to work. I think what it's just that as we're coming into the summer, I might have wanted 5.5 for a little bit more color. It seems a teeny bit light. Now the texture of it is nice and creamy. And let's just go ahead. This seems like a lovely kind of fingertip kind of foundation, but we'll use a little bit of a fingertip and a brush. So let's rub this into the skin. Now on camera, you guys, it is looking a little bit light. Okay, so here is that color in 5, and we're going to kind of let that sit on the skin and hopefully oxidize just a little bit. So I'm finding that this is actually giving me a lot more coverage than I had expected. Like a lot of times artists will say go a teeny bit light and then warm it up with your bronzer. So we're going to hope that this oxidizes just a teeny bit because I'm finding this to be a little bit light. Here is the Neo Nude on the skin, and I want to mention a few things. First of all, it feels very hydrating on the skin. There is no fragrance that I can find in this Giorgio Armani. I'm looking at the ingredients because I thought that they would sneak it in there, but I'm actually not seeing any of that, any fragrance in it. So this is already making me happy. There is a little bit of titanium dioxide in there, which is a natural sunscreen, but it is at the very bottom of the ingredient deck. So this is not marketed as having SPF in it. personally, that works fine for me because I am someone who likes to use my own SPF, but I will tell you this feels fantastic and very hydrating on the skin. And it's definitely giving me a much more coverage than I was expecting from these kind of tinted moisturizers. As far as glowiness, I am finding that it's giving my skin a nice little glow, but not overly glowy. So that would be my only concern, is that I feel like I might actually need 5.5. As always, you guys, you know I way overthink the colors, and especially with tinted moisturizers. We are going to actually use the Neo Nude Powder to top this off and hopefully warm up the skin a bit. So the other day I did a virtual Giorgio Armani makeover from Neiman Marcus, and my friend Amber Smith over there set it up during this time when we cannot actually go to stores and kind of play with makeup and such. They are thinking outside the box, and they are doing Zoom virtual makeovers. So it was quite fun. I absolutely love Amber. She has helped me with many fragrance picks from the Giorgio Armani Privé line. It was fun to talk to a Giorgio Armani specialist, and we were trying to actually match me to the luminous silk, because I have fallen in love with this Giorgio Armani concealer, and it is just so great. I'm in the shade 4.5, and I was telling them they of course were telling me their favorite was luminous silk, and I just said I have never been matched properly. So they were telling me 5.1 is what we're going to be trying. It has yet to show up, but the Neo Nude had just launched, and so we were talking about that. So I'm going to go ahead and use this concealer. We just focused on complexion products, and they did convince me to get the new Neo Nude powder, and kind of using it as more of a bronzer. We're gonna see about that. We're doing quick and easy Armani. So I'm gonna just take this luminous silk and kind of pat that in here. And honestly, I normally would go ahead and put on this wherever I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, but for today I want you guys to see the actual Neo Nude. And then they suggested that I pick up the 6.5, and this is in the Neo Nude Powder. So I have been curious about this powder, and she was kind of suggesting using this as a little bit of a bronzer. So I'm going to be using my favorite Giorgio Armani. This is the sculpting brush, and we are going to warm up the skin with this powder. Now you can use this dusted all over your face, but she was kind of saying go up to 6.5. Use this kind of as a finishing slash bronzer to really sculpt out your cheekbones. And I was really intrigued by that idea. So easily convinced by that. So this is that Neo Nude, and I do have to say I am really liking the effect on the skin. Now the Neo Nude has a little bit of light reflection in it, so I'm not finding it too shimmery. And I'm definitely now getting that little bit of glow coming out from the Neo Nude foundation, from the Neo Nude Glow Foundation. So wanting to see if you can see this. Guys, this is a really interesting product, and this is described as a finishing powder, but with the same ingredients as a liquid foundation, more of that luminous kind of foundation. So it's kind of like you're perfect on the go. Now she had suggested that I go up to 6.5 to give me a little bit of a summer bronzy look, which I definitely think I achieved. And with, they also, you could definitely put this all over your face as a complete finishing powder. Because this has got some luminosity to it, we were saying maybe that we should just use this more as a bronzer. for my particular skin type, but I do have to say I am loving this as that nice little natural flush. It's giving me a nice little glow without being overly too shiny. And of course, I love anything with a compact. Not that I'm going to be traveling anytime soon, but when I can, that will make me very happy. So we were talking about quick and easy makeup, and she was also saying this is going to make a beautiful eyeshadow, and I love that idea. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, and we're going to use this as eyeshadow today. This is going to be quick and easy look. You'll also be able to see what the bronzer looks like, shade tone on my eye. Okay, such an easy little eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to veer away a little bit from Giorgio Armani because I did pick up one of the other Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of their Magic Duo liners. I've been loving this formula, and I got it in the copper charge. So I had a couple of you ask me if I was going to pick up another one of these, and that the copper charge was going to look fantastic with hazel eyes. So we're going to use that today. I'm going to use the one side over here in the matte, and I'm going to line my lash line up here. These are so easy to use. I have fallen in love with this formula. Okay, I'm going to take my Pencil Pro here from Sonia G, and I am just going to softly smudge. Soften that line just a little bit. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with this metallic. So I'm going to line inside my waterline here. And then I'm going to use a little bit of this just on my lid. And then we'll smudge that out. I'm going to take the wrapper number 13, and I'm just going to softly blend that onto the lid. Just a little bit of that metallic bronze shade. Okay guys, we're going for that kind of bronzy copper look today. I am going to go curl my lashes, put on my eyebrows, and then we'll finish off the face. Okay, for blush, I'm going to do a little bit of contrast from the bronze with a little bit of a pop of pink. And yep, I'm still kind of obsessed with this. It just gives you such a little healthy glow. So we're just going to put a little bit of that on, brighten up the skin. And normally I would top it off with my Giorgio Armani Ecstasy in Nudo, but I can't seem to find that today. So I'm going to use the next best thing, and that is Pat McGrath, and this is in Blow Up. So again, you guys, I really like these kind of balm kind of lipsticks, and Blow Up is going to be kind of your perfect little nude. Just a really comfortable formula. Feels fabulous on the skin. Love the fact that it does not have any fragrance in it. It's giving me a nice little glow, and it has much more coverage than I was expecting. So I actually would say this is light to medium. I may have even used like too much of it today. I think I could definitely do less. So what I'll do is I will check back in a bit, and we can kind of see how it's wearing. I probably only have time for one check-in, but obviously I will put in the description box after 10 hours or so how it was wearing on the skin for you. Okay guys, I am checking in. I have been wearing this for about 5 hours. It is absolutely gorgeous out. I did get to go out for a walk today, so super excited about that. This is going to be 71 degrees. So a little sunshine always makes me happy. But you guys aren't caring about the sunshine. You're here to hear about the foundation. So, okay guys, after 5 hours, this is what this foundation is looking like on my skin. Still has a beautiful glow to it. And again, I did not completely powder down. I just used whatever was left on the brush using the Neo Nude. Now, I purposely bought this in 6.5 to use more as a bronzer, which I have to say I love that as a bronzer. I'm finding that it's just a really healthy flush of color, and I'm enjoying that a lot. And then as far as application, I think I would love to try kind of buffing this in with a beauty blender and using just a teeny bit less, or just kind of absorbing that with a beauty blender, just because I feel like right through here you can see that I'm wearing a tad bit of makeup. But other than that, I have to say I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised. I think it's like super comfortable on the skin. It isn't irritating my skin. And I just really like the amount of coverage for one of those kind of tinted moisturizers. So, and then you guys, as always, let me know if you think that I should purchase 5.5 or if we can kind of get away with this guy. But I'm actually really pleasantly surprised with this one. Super comfortable on the skin, and I just think it gives a really pretty glow. So I'm actually really glad that I tried this. We will be doing another video using Luminous Silk once that shows up, and then if I decide to order 5.5, I will also show you the difference in that as well. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy get ready with me today using the beautiful Giorgio Armani Neo Nude. I will also put down the link if you wanted to set up and do a virtual makeover with Neiman Marcus with the Giorgio Armani team. Again, Amber Smith is amazing. And if you are into perfume, you guys, and you love Giorgio Armani Privé line, she's super helpful on that front as well. I hope this was helpful. So far, I'm giving this a little bit of a thumbs up from me. And I will be back with another video soon.